Hi there, this is Brian Evans with realestateinvestorcoach.com. If you're watching this video and you're not a real estate investor coach insider, then that's okay. All you need to do is go to realestateinvestorcoach.com, sign up there, it's free, and I'll provide you with weekly tips and strategies on an ongoing basis to help you with your real estate investing business. So on to this week's tip and strategy, I want to talk to you about real estate marketing. Real estate marketing that is cheap, that lasts, and that really works. It makes the phone ring. Okay? First thing is bandit signs. Most of you probably know what a bandit sign is, but if you don't, a bandit sign is just a slang term for a street sign. Okay, a street sign being typically an illegal sign posted by you or somebody to advertise your business on a telephone pole. Bandit signs still work, and I still use them in my business. And if you're a real estate investor, then I highly recommend them to you in your business as well. What I want you to do here is what I'd like you to do is get some yellow corrugated signs. Okay, I want these signs to be blank. I don't want you to print anything on them. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. These should be yellow. They should be 18 by 24. That's about the biggest size I think that they come in. And I want them to be blank. And what I want you to do is go to a craft store or get a large paint marker. Get a large paint marker or a large permanent marker so that way you can write your message on the sign. I want it to be handwritten. I want the sign to be ugly because the uglier it is, the more attention it's going to draw and the more phone calls you will get from that sign. Also, keep your message short. Have a unique selling proposition that's going to entice somebody to want to pick up the phone and call you based on a few short words that are on your sign. Okay? Then when you're putting these bandit signs up, rather than getting the metal H-frame stakes and sticking them in the ground, I want you to try something different. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get a large zip cord or a zip tie, 2 to 3 feet in length, and they're pretty thick, so they're very heavy-duty zip ties. And I'm going to want you to use that zip tie to put these signs on poles. To do that, all you need to do is get an X-Acto knife, and you're going to put 2 slits in the middle of the sign after you've already written on it. Put 2 slits about 6 inches apart or so, and I want you to feed that zip tie through the sign so that way it's even on both ends out the other side. And what you're going to do is you're simply going to take that sign with the zip tie through it, and you're going to zip tie it around the large pole, whether it be a wooden telephone pole or a metal telephone pole, which a lot of poles are becoming metal these days, so it's harder to actually staple your sign to that pole. You need another creative way to do it. So this is a way to use a zip tie. Simply zip tie the sign around the pole. If you need 2 zip ties, then you can easily zip tie one to the other and just secure it as tightly as possible. And make sure you put it as high up on the pole as you can as possible. Okay. If you're not into the zip tie thing and you've got a lot of wooden poles in your area, then you can always do an automatic drywall drill. Those drywall drills have around, I don't know, 50 or so drills that screws that you can automatically input into the drill, and it just zip, zip, zip right in real quickly. So if you've got wooden poles and you want to try that, you can. However, if you want to save a few bucks starting out, use the zip tie method. The signs will stay up very long, and they're hard to get down, and that's the whole point of you want your signs to stay out as long as possible, because the longer they are, the cheaper your advertising cost is and the more phone calls you'll get down the road. The next type of bandit sign that I want to talk to you about is vinyl stickers. A lot of people in their areas have metal poles, and here's where you can use a vinyl sticker. You can get a vinyl sticker about 11 by 15 or whatever, and just put a vinyl sticker up on the metal pole. It's as simple as that with your message on it. Put them on the metal poles, put them up as high as possible, and again, if you don't want to use the zip tie method, then just use a vinyl sticker with your message on it. The vinyl stickers stay up forever, and if they're vinyl, they won't detract when the sun hits them and stuff like that. So try that. Another vinyl sticker is another great way to make your sign stay up for a long, long time. In fact, I've had some signs that have been up well over a year in my area. A couple of secret tips when you're putting out these signs. Again, they're bandit signs, so you need to be careful. You don't want to get caught. The sign police will not like you. You will get fined. Get an unlisted number. Make sure that the phone number that you put on your signs is unlisted, so that way they can't trace the number back to you. You probably have to pay a $2, $3 a month fee with your local phone service to have it unlisted, but it's well worth it. Make sure your phone number is unlisted. Next, you may want to consider getting a vanity number that's easy to remember, so that when people drive by and see your sign on the side of the road, they can remember your phone number. For instance, your vanity number might be cash or help or home or something like that, you may want to consider getting a vanity number. So that may be something to look into. Also, when people call these numbers, you do not want to be the person taking these calls. Have an answering service do that. So make sure that phone number is forwarded to an answering service, such as patlive.com, or some other source like that. Or you can have the number go directly to a voicemail box. The thing that I'm trying to get you away from is answering the phone calls yourself, because it's not the best use of your time. A couple more secret tips. Watch out for the sign police, code enforcement. People do not like signs in their area, so just be a little bit conscious of your surroundings and what the laws are and the regulations, and just be careful. If you're going to put out signs, make sure you put them out at night. It's better because you probably won't get caught. You don't want to get caught putting signs out, because again, they can find you. But what's the worst that can happen? They ask you to take them down. So if you do put them out at night. Put them up high on a pole. To do this, get a 3-step ladder, and just when you're putting out each sign, just put the ladder next to the pole and step up as high as you can, and zip tie the sign to the pole, and you're good to go. Last thing on this is don't do this yourself. Hire this job out to a college student or a high school student. It's very easy for you to find people that want to make a couple extra bucks here and there. Hire this out. However, if you're brand new and you want to get started and you want to pick out the right areas for you to put these signs out, then do it yourself. But at some point, I would recommend you to hire this out. So the takeaway from this video is street signs still work. Bandit signs work. Do not stop doing bandit signs in your business. They're cheap. They stay out for a long time when you do it this way, and they get the phone to ring. So that's really the takeaway with this message. Marketing is everything, and if you don't have people calling you, then you don't have houses to buy, and ultimately you don't have houses to sell, and then your business is kind of going flat. So I hope you enjoyed this message. Again, if you're not a Real Estate Investor Coach Insider, then go to realestateinvestorcoach.com, which is right over here on the side of this page, and sign up. Again, it's free to sign up, and in fact, I'll even give you a free gift, free CD and report for signing up. So go to realestateinvestorcoach.com right now and sign up. And if you are watching this video and you are an insider, you have not received your free gift, and make sure you get your free gift on this page as well. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Again, this is Brian Evans signing out, and I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.